what are the big opportunities we could create despite or even because of the adversity we face.
Good evening. So we often forget that people buy from us or from our companies not because of the what, but because of the why. And the thing about the why is that that's really closely connected to our identity as a person or our identity as a business.
If you look at the agricultural and the industrial revolution, humans don't get completely displaced, but the workforce changes. And that's what we think the opportunity here is. The workforce is going to become specifically more gender diverse. If you are the companies that are adopting flexible working and overcoming the traditional barriers that typically didn't allow women to be in and be retained in the workforce, then you can possibly be the winners.
But what if we could work with those who are at a negative 100 and take them to a positive 100? And that is why I chose to see the opportunity in adversity, the high risk, high reward approach.
So what's the problem? The problem is that over the next 10 years in the UK as a society, and this is true of most Western societies, we're going to be expecting a growth rate of around 1.5 to 2%. Now our employment growth rate will be negligible, 0.1%. So where does that come from? It's got to come from productivity gains and very specifically the deployment of artificial intelligence. And today, the guys who are able to deploy it in a meaningful way are running away with the benefits. So FTSE 100 companies that are leading the charge on this, and there aren't many, but there are some, are seeing massive benefit.
We're stuck and entrenched in the way that we are right now, and we need some bold leadership.
I think the challenge is that there are always a lot of naysayers. It's always easier to point out the bad than it is to point out the good. So as a business and as individuals, we've got to remember that there's a huge amount of positive things about ourselves as the UK and about ourselves as businesses.
The big opportunity is in the automation of cognitive tasks. And specifically the application of artificial intelligence.
I think there's an amazing opportunity to correct the gender gap in business leadership. Currently less than 10% of business leaders are women.
More than 60% of the produce and the products that we sell comes from Europe. So we've got to do something to help our farmers here in the UK market their products more effectively to UK consumers. We've got to make British food sexy, we've got to make customers want it again.